This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Flyman Rain.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building. We back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513. Sports and Spirits Friday.
You know what it is.
How are you feeling, good brother?
Hey, feeling good, man. It's been a long week. I was off today though, so I got a chance to relax, man. So feeling good, man. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. You know, a lot going on in the life right now. So I'm actually feeling good, but a lot better than I thought I was going to be feeling.
Yeah, I know we talked about it off here a little bit, so definitely a lot better than I expected you to be feeling too, for real. I ain't gonna lie.
But nonetheless, it is Friday weekend. Thank God it's Friday.
We made it to the end of the week.
Thank God it's Sports and Spirits Friday, Halloween weekend. So make sure everybody be safe this weekend, man.
Yeah, have fun, turn up.
For sure.
Make sure y'all, first and foremost, be safe. For sure.
Yeah. All right, they about to go crazy here in the city.
About to go crazy. All through the state, man. I think I don't know if it is, but Ohio University is one of the biggest party schools in the nation. So I don't know if it still is, but back when we was in college, that was one of the biggest party schools. So
I got some stories about OU.
Hey yo, yeah, I remember me and shout out Landon. Me and Landon went to Miami University too. One Halloween, boy. Wow, that's why I don't drink Fireball to this day, because of that one night at Miami U of Ohio, not Miami in Florida. I wish it was Miami in Florida, but yeah.
But Sports and Spirits Friday, man, October 28th. We got a special guest joining us also for the Sports and Spirits Friday. I believe he joined. I know he joined us back in July for Sports and Spirits Friday when I was down in NGA.
In several episodes of the pod, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Family to the show. He is a host. He is one of the hosts of the Atlanta Falcons Nation podcast. We heard where you get your podcast. Make sure you subscribe to him on YouTube.
Yes, sir. I was on there last week, so I'll make sure I go back to that.
Yeah, right. You was just on there. The other week.
Go check it out for sure.
But without further ado, we introducing the one, the only, our cuz, Knight Rider. What's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, David Green, David Pollard, Nick Chubb, Sony Michelle, pretty much every Georgia Bulldog except Herschel Walker. How we doing today?
Cuz you a fool, man. But what's going on, man?
Hey, man, as I sit here on this road, getting ready to drive Uber for the Florida Gators tomorrow. We're going to check them into the SmackDown Hotel. We're going down Know Your Road Boulevard. We're going to hang that left on Jabroni Drive. We're going to drop them off. Man, I'm ready, dog. I'm 2M.
This is your fourth year in a row attending the game?
Well, mine is COVID. This will be my
I forgot my kids.
Yeah, I went 17, 18, 19. I didn't go 2020. I went last year.
So this fifth.
Back in
fifth. Yeah. Damn, cuz you would definitely travel, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Hey man, it's only 3 hours from Albany to Jacksonville. So man, it's all good.
Hey, cuz be everywhere.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure. So while we on the subject, what's the big key for Georgia to get that win and shut down AR-15 down there as they call him down in Gainesville?
Easy. Don't focus on Tennessee. Play your game. You play one game at a time. We know the big hype right now around everybody is that big matchup in Athens next week.
Mm-hmm.
Slow your roll. Play your game. Do what you got to do against Florida. Get out of there with that dub and get ready for Tennessee. But you got to do your job first. That's first and foremost. That's the main key. Everything else gonna fall into place.
So you say easy though. I don't know about that.
Well, it's a rivalry game, but Florida's not that good. They're not that good.
Nah, man. But yeah, you're right. Y'all definitely gotta keep y'all head on straight though.
Yeah, big time.
Because this could be a
At
trap
any
game.
given moment, right now. Well, right now, Florida they ain't got nothing to lose, and that's what make them dangerous.
Yeah. This could
So,
be a trap game
you
though,
got
man.
it. Yeah, it could be. I'm just praying it's not a trap game this week.
Yeah, because it definitely could be a trap game. Florida ain't that good, but that's why they play the games.
Yeah, they should have learned that lesson when they played Missouri. They won't do that again. At first, I was kind of worried at first, man. They had played. It's like they had a habit of playing down to their competition. They did it with Kent, and Kent put up some points, and they turned around and played Missouri, and they ain't have no business letting Missouri hang around that damn long.
Yeah, I tell you, if Missouri could have scored a touchdown, I don't think y'all would have been undefeated.
Yeah.
That was
we wouldn't even.
Y'all had on the field goals, and y'all scored late. But if Missouri could have scored maybe a one touchdown, I think y'all had a loss this year.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah,
been in
big
trouble.
time. They lucky for that.
But nonetheless, 3 games this Saturday. Cuz will be down there in Jacksonville, repping his Georgia Bulldogs again, as always.
As always.
Got the flag in the back seat.
All right. I
man.
know the flag. I know the flag's about
Hey
to
man,
make it
Cuz right around repping. He not playing. Be careful down there, Cuz.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, everybody it's a good vibe down there, man. Hey, everybody down there having fun, enjoying themselves. Yeah, of course, we talking big smack to all the Florida fans, but they don't get out of control. I seen a few Florida fans try to act like they Bills Mafia and jump through tables, but that's on them.
Okay.
I hope they got good health insurance. There's be a lot of soap people.
They're gonna need it.
That's true.
Yep,
I mean, right now, I mean, he's damn near family. 5 years going down there. So
yeah, man.
Everybody and their mama go down there.
So make sure, man.
Y'all need to experience it one day, man. It's something to experience.
Oh yeah, that SEC football. I know we all be 10 up here. But I know that Saturday down in SEC country is something
crazy.
Something different. So Rand, you was a guest on Cuz podcast last week, the Atlanta Falcons Nation podcast.
Yes, I was.
The episode is out right now, and it's before previewing the Falcons Bengals game. We talked about the game on Wednesday. We all know how it unfolded.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
try to warn y'all, Cuz.
You can't do much when you
Joe Burrow.
Hey, you can't do much when your whole secondary banged up with those receivers, man. That is a dangerous combination y'all got up there, boy.
Yeah, that's facts, man. First Tyler Boyd was going off. Jamar Chase got off. T. Higgins had a couple big catches too. So yeah, man, it was air assault on the Falcons, man.
Hey, I ain't even mad. Tyler Boyd helped me win my fantasy league.
Hey, I don't know his name, but as soon as y'all put in number 22, it was over. It was over.
Yeah. Armstrong. Yeah, I think he only a rookie.
Yeah, he was getting cooked.
He played like it, boy.
Big time. We missed a lot of guys. I'll be honest with you. One of our backup cornerback, he actually pretty solid. We came from the Canadian League, D. Offer.
Okay.
D. Offer was out that game.
Well, yeah, because number 22, whatever his name was, getting cooked. He was getting cooked.
Yeah, I think he's like a rookie or something.
But yeah, man, I called it. I told y'all on Thursday, Joe was going to throw for damn near 500. I was joking, but hey, it almost happened.
And he did it.
It almost happened.
He did it. He almost did.
Yes, sir.
But my thing is just quickly about that game is just offensively, like the fact, like y'all got, I think it was 2 3-and-outs right off the bat. Like as soon as the Bengals scored, you got a 3-and-out. I think they went down and scored again, another 3-and-out.
Yeah,
and that was Atlanta. That was key for the Bengals. Like they had to force Atlanta to play from behind and try to get Mariota to throw the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and that showed, man. They were 2-1. Atlanta one-dimensional, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They
Like-
will run you into the ground, but man, when it
Yep.
comes to passing, bro, ooh, man.
I'm about to say, ask me about the run game, but hey, I can run the ball. Y'all down by 14.7 in the whole game.
No, you can't. You got to start throwing the ball. I think
Yeah.
towards the end, I think when AJ Terrell went out, I kind of think Arthur Smith like, man, let's go ahead and just charge this one to the game. We're not gonna be able to beat these guys, man, with no wide
Yeah.
receiver.
yeah.
Now, the one positive I would take out of that game for the Falcons, they did get to Joe Burrow 3 times.
Yeah.
We almost done. I think we maybe like halfway to our sack total from last year. Last year we only had like 18 sacks.
As a team,
Yeah, the whole as a
That's-
team, the
that's
whole
bad.
season we only had 18 sacks last year. I
Yeah,
think
that's
this year
bad.
we might have like 9, maybe 9, 8, 9.
that's not.
I
too
think
bad,
I know
but
we got
damn.
a Jameis twice. We got the Burrow 3 times. I know we got a Jacoby Brissett once or twice, I believe.
Well, yeah, y'all definitely got to get a little better at that, man. But yeah,
Definitely. That was the biggest question mark. Besides the offensive line, that was our biggest question mark going into the whole season.
yeah.
But y'all got a big chance to bounce back this week. I expect y'all to. Y'all got Carolina this week, who's phoning it in. But don't tell them that because they did knock off Tampa Bay last week.
Yeah,
Which
but
ain't-
I mean, that ain't too
Yeah.
hard. That
It ain't
too
hard to do nowadays. Everybody being knocking
It's
off
not.
Brady in Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, man.
To
That's
be
a great
honest with
segue,
you,
man. That's
To
a
be
great
honest with you,
segue.
Tampa Bay really should have one more loss because I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe Atlanta was on the way back to go ahead and beating them.
Oh
in
yeah,
Tampa.
that
They on their way back.
That bullshit pass it. I mean that bullshit
Rubbing the
call.
yes.
Cost
Yeah.
y'all the game,
And I
man,
seen
'cause
how
y'all
Tom
just
Brady
won.
was getting knocked around last night. I'm surprised they didn't call none of those.
One of those ones was close. He looked up like he wanted to win, but they wouldn't give it to him, man.
Nah.
But yeah, man, it's a good segue into the game last night.
Yeah, Thursday night football, man.
Oh yeah.
Baltimore got the dub over Tampa Bay. This is what I think Tampa Bay's. I want to say what, third loss in a row.
Third straight
Yeah.
loss.
Third straight loss, man. I think it's his
Third straight loss.
Tom's first time losing. I want to say 6 in a 7-game span. I want to say something like that.
It should have, like I said,
Yeah, I
'cause
think so.
it should have been 6 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like we were just saying.
Yeah. They should be 3-6 right now. They should be 2-6 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Tom looked washed, man. And obviously, but today the news came out that him and Giselle did finalize their divorce. So obviously he
He's
was going through
single again.
that.
Back on
Obviously
the
he was going
prowl.
through that. But damn, man, he looking like he it sounds like he's not planning on retiring either. Listening to him talk, sounds like he's not planning on retiring after the season. Especially now he just got divorced. It's like,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
why would he retire now? At this
He
point?
ain't got a family to go home to. He about
Yeah,
to
like,
recruit all
shit.
his
Man,
family.
Tom probably trying to get rid of him.
Tom got to go to the wheels fell off at this point because it's like, why not at this point? You know, she already left you. You know,
Yeah, right. You ain't got nothing else to lose.
My thing with this about Tom though, I forget the phrase they use, but it's almost how if we take it to wrestling, it's almost how the Undertaker almost didn't go out like the way he should have went. Like now,
Right.
if Brady has a bad season this year, it's like I already know Brady's to himself like I can't go out like this, so I'm gonna
not
come
like
back.
this.
And if he keeps having that cycle of bad games, like Tom, when will it be enough?
Bad years because right now this year is looking bad for him. Like he's not looking great at all.
Right.
Exactly.
He should have just
So-
went ahead and just went out last year.
Yeah,
That
it's
would
one
have been his
thing-
best bet.
Yeah, it's one thing to go out there and look like you're good, but out there losing. It's one thing to go out there and lose like y'all losing and look like you looking, bro. Like, nah, he ain't going like that.
I was,
don't see
the
him
other with
going
you. I
like
was
that.
enjoying it last night, though. I was
I-
enjoying the hell out of it because I was in a house full of Brady fans. They were looking so sad.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. I did want the Bucks to win just because I'm rooting for the Bengals, so I do want the Bengals to get it's same division, so I want the Ravens to lose, of course. But I was happy
Yeah.
to see Lamar get one over on Tom. Tom looks like he is definitely going through it right now. His body, he looks like he ain't eating for real. I don't know if he stressing or what it is, but he
Man,
looks,
that man is not invested in football right now.
bro.
You can
Yeah,
tell.
It's obvious, bro. Like,
Nah.
and it'll be hard to be. Honestly, like, you know, with everything going on in his life, it'll be hard to be invested in football. You're 45 years old. You know, you just got, I don't know how many M's they had to split up. You know, it was a hell of money they had to split. Hundreds of millions of dollars they had to split. So, I mean,
Hey, I just hope Giselle.
That's huge, bro.
I just hope Giselle take all the money and leave him $28.03 in his bank account.
Nah, you sick, cuz.
Yeah, he trolled us for all these years. Yeah, we finna get on him.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the agreement was, but I mean, he had to be losing some money here. So I mean,
all I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say what I've been saying since he started playing bad this year. This is all on Tom. This is all Brady's fault. He the one who decided to retire and unretire. You knew when he came back she was gonna be pissed.
You knew she was.
Ladies and gentlemen, let this be a lesson to y'all. Put your priorities first, man, and your wants after that.
Boy.
Yeah.
You got a family, bro.
Just be real.
You got a
be
family,
real.
a wife,
You
everything, man, dude.
You probably was telling her, 5 more years, like 15 years ago. It's like, bro,
exactly.
You've been saying 5 years for like 8 years now, bro, or 2 more years for 8 years now.
Hey,
it's time.
Yeah.
Hey, cuz as single guys, now we know what not to do when we get married. If we get married.
Yeah, man. I mean, he should have just told her when they first got together, like, look, man, I plan on going until I can't go no more.
And then you sign a 10-year contract with Fox on top of that.
So yeah, it was like you was the whole life after football was set up for you, bro.
She might not have been mad at him for doing that though, because at least he ain't out there about to get his head drilled into the ground.
No, she probably loved that. She probably loved that because she probably loved that. She probably was like,
probably
yes, you got something else he can focus on it and try to be great at. Finally, he can walk away from the game. Then when he went back, he was like, "What are you doing?"
That shit nowadays.
And at least with that,
you can record.
He could have quite possibly. Exactly. He could have quite possibly just only been doing studio work. You would have been able to come home after you did what you had to do.
Like TJ said, he could have been in the crib doing it, like Peyton and Eli doing it.
Yeah, he could have been doing that.
You know, so like he could have had his own little setup. I'm sure he would have gave him that shit. She's Tom Brady. He could have got anything he wanted. So she probably was like, bro, you had this 10-year deal set up. So now what? Fuck them too? He probably was like, I mean, they're planning on waiting for him. What are you gonna do? She probably like, I'm not waiting. I'm out of here.
Right.
I'm out of here. So yeah, man, I hate to see it, man. I hate to see it. Yeah, you don't see him trying to come back. He can't. His play was at a level where he can't. But if Tom keep this up.
Yeah. But hey, one thing I can say about that game, Baltimore did what everybody in the NFL should be doing right now to Tom Brady. Everybody know Tom Brady like the social distance from people. You got to get that pressure up the middle in his nose.
Yeah.
Touch him up.
Touch him up. And see that's why I'm one of the ones, like, you know, with the trade deadline coming up, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. A second round pick for Daron Payne will be good for the Falcons. If you could, especially if you got Tom coming up again and every other quarterback coming up, if you get Daron Payne and line him up next to Grady Jarrett, oh my goodness, man, that is a nightmare.
That'd be nice.
That is a nightmare.
It would be nice.
So, cuz I want to ask you this question, and you feel free to ask this to your fellow Falcons Nations guys.
Yeah.
How does the Falcons season change? Because I'm gonna be honest. I was one of the ones saying Tampa was they got an easy way to the playoffs this year. But now I ain't trusting. I'm not trusting Tampa. So now with this division being so wide open, how does this change the Falcons' plan as far as Mariota being a starter for the rest of the year, and what does that do for Ritter's development?
But I was talking to one of my cousins earlier about this, man. He was like, man, why they ain't playing Ritter? I'm like, look, Arthur Smith is not playing checkers with everybody. He playing chess. He ain't finna do what everybody else doing, just throwing that rookie quarterback to the wall. Look at what's going on in Chicago. That's not really helping that much.
Right.
Look at Kenny Pickett in Pittsburgh. Even though it's not his fault, you know, he had to go in because because Mitchell Trubisky. Well, I think they took him out because Trubisky was messing up.
Yeah, he was just playing
But-
trash.
Yeah, he was. But man, Mario, like you winning games right now. Don't try to just mess up the chemistry because number one, Ritter's good, but he ain't ready yet. And that's what I like about Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith trying to develop Desmond Ridder because he's looking more at what the team's gonna look like down the road, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. He want to compete. Don't get it twisted. Who don't want to win now?
Right.
But you don't want to do that, and you got a future quarterback. You don't want to just throw him to the wolves right away, because if you throw him to the wolves right away and he start losing games and he start getting knocked around, you're gonna psychologically mess that man up.
You're gonna ruin him.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna ruin him. And you can, and if you look, everybody, like, you gotta look at it. Everybody's not Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan came in killing it off top.
Matt Ryan's another one need to retire now.
Yeah, he's
He's done.
He got
over.
benched. He's
That
basically
goose is cooked.
he basically
Everybody's not Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan came in 2008 and he killed it.
he's ready to go.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who was another rookie quarterback that came in and just killed it. Ben Roethlisberger. Look at Patrick Mahomes. After them, who else can you name that just really just came in and just took over from day one?
Well, yeah,
Well, you gotta look at it too.
Even Pat Mahomes had to sit behind Alex Smith for a year, so he
Yeah,
didn't come
he
in
had
as
to
a
sit-
rookie killing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
So
had to sit
you got a
behind
point.
Alex Smith
You're right.
for a year.
You're right. Rookie year ain't. I don't think it's
I
a year
think
for
Ben-
nobody.
Ben- I
to come out
think
and be starting,
Ben-
honestly, unless you like ain't got no choice.
I
you know?
think what did Ben? I think Ben came in starting from day one, didn't
No, I think Ben
Nah,
sat
I think Ben sat.
he sat behind Tommy Maddox for a
Yeah,
year.
but another guy,
touchdown.
Andrew Luck. I don't know if he sat behind.
Yeah.
anybody. He came in and pretty quickly. I don't know if he sat. I might have been like maybe mid first
he?
year.
No, I
but-
think Andrew Luck sat. I think he sat a year behind Peyton Manning. Well, he was supposed to sit behind
Was it
Peyton
a
Manning
year?
that year. Yeah, he was supposed
I
to
don't
sit a
remember.
year, but Peyton had
Yeah,
that
he got
neck
hurt.
surgery, so
Yeah, he started.
Yeah.
I think during that year, but
so he had to start.
yeah.
yeah.
So
He had to start.
yeah, I don't know, man. It's definitely not you don't see it a lot, and even if you look up there in New England right now, I think Belichick is messing up Mac Jones' psyche, by starting him, not starting him, and then they ask the questions he ain't answering them straight up. Like, bro, like you messing with this man's head right now.
That
Like, you want to
experiment.
kill his confidence.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactamundo.
So yeah, I don't think y'all should start him until y'all know he ready to take over the reins for good, like be the full-time starter. Like, I'll do that now.
Right.
And he start fucking up, man, I'll take him out this year for Mariota again. He's gonna be like, damn, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
And
But
y'all
like
go
right
back to him,
now,
he's gonna be like, shit.
I was telling my cousin, I was like, man, look, if you're gonna start Riddle, I'll wait at least a year, maybe 2. But if you just got to put him in there, I'll let him go in like late in the season. Like whether you know that if you know that you're not going to the playoffs,
Mhm.
I'll go ahead and put him in there, let him get some reps and see how he do.
Yeah.
Or if Mariota just so happen to get hurt, or he just start messing up to the point where it's just uncontrollable, then you just gotta pull the
I was
trigger on him.
I was about to say, what if Mariota turns into Trubisky late in the year, and y'all still fight? Because this is gonna come down to the final week of the season. NFC South is that is just
Yeah.
It's that close. It's that close right now.
It
It's
is,
that
yeah.
bad too. It's that bad.
So
Yeah, it is. But
Let's
you
let's say late in the let's just say late in the season, we in week 15, 16. Mariota is struggling. This is it's a must win for the Falcons. Do you go ahead and put Ritter in there? Or
It
you
depends on how bad he's struggling.
Mitchell-
If he's struggling to the point where you just got to pull the plug on it, then you put him in. But if he's struggling, but he also keeping you close in games, don't do it.
Yeah, I think I'll look
Because
at
if you
how that
look,
last game goes. If he plays good in the game previously, then you give him a little bit longer of a leash. But if he come out struggling that last game, like he limped into the locker room in the last game at the end of the game after they barely win, he come out struggling week 15, then you gotta probably pull him.
yeah. But I wouldn't put him in just yet. I let him sit. I let him sit. If you look at the quarterbacks that sat for a while, look at how they turned out. Well, of course, Lamar sat for about almost 3/4 of the season before he came in. He was ready. Shit, Aaron Rodgers sat for 4 years, like 3-4 years.
Yeah, that was a whole different
Look
story
at what
right
happened
there.
with him. Now this man is.
A whole different story right there.
Yeah, that's a whole different story right there.
I mean, but look what you just said. You just said a good point for Lamar Jackson. I said, well, I mean, we all knew Flacco. We all knew Flacco was
on the way
done.
out. Yeah, he was on the way out.
But Lamar, like they gave him that spark. They won the final 6 games and made the playoffs that year.
Yeah, it was like so. I mean, you're right. So if they do that, like if that happens, like if it's maybe like 4 games left and it's close, and Mariota is playing that bad, that might be the push they need to put Ritter in there. He maybe start playing good. Even if he playing that well, they win games. Confidence gonna shoot up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna be.
I'm gonna tell you another quarterback that you could throw in that category. Russell Wilson.
Russell started from the beginning though.
No, I think Russ sat a few games before they put him in.
He beat out. Remember that was Matt Flynn year. He beat out Matt Flynn in camp. They paid Matt Flynn.
I thought Russ sat.
I don't remember. But yeah, man.
But I don't think Russell started the first game though. I think he sat a few games.
But right now, this is more than a few games for Ritter though.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, like we had
halfway point. So
yeah, it's a real crazy situation because you know Atlanta Falcons fan, we've been in a civil war since we drafted Matt Ryan because everybody wanted Michael Vick to come back. I was one of the ones. I was like, man, look, Matt Ryan killing it right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then on top of that, with Michael Vick's situation, this man finna go to prison. He is not finna be on the field playing no ball.
No time soon.
Seriously, you got to look at it from Arthur Blank's point of view. Are you seriously going to pay a man millions of dollars just to sit in prison and he ain't doing nothing but sitting there eating bologna sandwiches and playing on the yard and all that, making jailhouse burritos? No. No. So, they had no choice. But you can't, one thing about Falcons fans are, they way too emotionally invested in the players and not the team. They're way too emotionally invested in certain players. You can look at
most fan bases.
Yeah.
But man, the Falcons are just terrible at it because you go back to the 90s. Everybody was so emotionally invested with Deion. When Deion left, majority of the fan base left, and we started to suck.
I mean, hey, can you blame them there? You see why they left?
Yeah, but that I think with that situation, that really was more on Jerry Glanville, and I still want to slap that man to this day. You let Brett Favre walk. You traded that man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't know that was Brett Favre, though. Ain't nobody.
If that's the case, then why you draft the man in the second round?
Yeah.
But that go back to the ownership too, because back then the Smith family, they really didn't care if the Falcons won or not. All they want to do is just put butts in seats. I thank God we got Arthur Blank. Arthur Blank actually cares about winning.
So
we'll see how it goes.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm just interested to see how it's gonna move now that y'all have a legit chance of making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, but I think with the way the team constructed, I think they want to be a dominant defense. Because man, if you go back and you see Dean Pease interview before the season started, how he was talking about how bad the Falcons defense been for the past 20 years. He really wants to change that defensive culture in that locker room.
That's your only shot to win. Y'all had to play great defense and run the ball.
Yeah, and that's what I like. I like old school, hard nosed type football. That right there is the way you win in NFL right now.
That's a formula. That's a formula to win with any team.
Yeah,
defense to run the ball.
I know everybody right now they want to see the high scoring offenses like the Chiefs and all them, but man, look, man, you got to play defense, bro.
Yep, you got to play defense to win.
You got to play defense. Look at how the 49ers got to the Super Bowl. The 49ers were phenomenal on defense. Seattle with the Legion of Boom. The Ravens defense. Hell, even when Dean Pease was in New England, they had a dominant defense in New England.
Facts.
Yeah, you got to have defense. Man, the Falcons only had a top 10 defense maybe once in the past 20 years, and that was 2019. They were number 9 then. And Cole Pease, if anybody knows defense, it's Dean Pease. This man coached. He has 2 Super Bowl rings as a defensive coordinator. One with the Ravens, one with the Patriots. The man no defense.
It's about getting time and getting his system in there.
Oh yeah, and I like the players he drafted also. Some of those guys they got on defense, they are rookies. Like Arnold Ebiketie is one of my favorite guys right now. He quietly having a good year because he getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback. He quietly doing that. He just got to finish and get home to the quarterback's then.
All right, we'll see how to develop these guys, man.
Yeah,
they gotta develop them, man. We'll see.
Got to develop them. It ain't no marathon. It ain't no sprint. It's a marathon, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tell the folks one more time, cuz where they can find all things Falcons. The name of the podcast.
Hey man, y'all check us out, man. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Y'all can find us Atlanta Falcons Nation. Atlanta Falcons Nation, AFN. We every Thursday, 6:05. We got Dirty Bird Thursdays. Sundays, 11:05. We got the Regulators. That's our pregame show, where it's more of us. You know, it might be about 4 people on Thursday, but it's about maybe 7 or 8 of us on Sundays. But we'll break down the game, but we like to get a little ignorant at times, man. So I promise you, if you need a good laugh, y'all tune in with us, man. And on that note, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, Lamar Jackson, Jamar Chase, Justin Fields, pretty much everybody not named Mitchell Trubisky, Tom Brady, and everybody else. Shout out to y'all, man. It's a pleasure being on the show, man. Y'all check us out, dog.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
And on that note,
appreciate you.
Shoot, Rand got on there. I gotta get on there. I know I gotta hop on there soon.
Oh yeah. Hey, Maggie, shout out to Miss Maggie T, man. That's our CEO right there, man. Y'all follow her on Facebook, Maggie Thornton. On here, Miss Maggie T on Twitter. I think Instagram too. Y'all check her out, man. She's dope. Man, Rand got on the show. T, you next, man.
It was my pleasure, man. It was a good time. Good time, man.
Oh yeah, it was a great time, man. She was like, "Yeah, T, yeah, he got to come back on. We got to get him back on."
I enjoyed it, man. It was a good time for sure.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I'm finna go ahead and get on this road, man. I'm finna go ahead and take it on down to Duval.
All right,
get
then,
there,
cuz, be
a lot
safe.
of cocktails being consumed.
Oh, yeah.
Be safe, cuz.
Hey, cuz, let me know when you get down there.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy, man.
All right, peace.
Gotcha.
Cuz.
Yeah, man.
That was the one and only Knight Rider, Atlanta Falcons Nation podcast.
That's a fool, man. Oh man, you
that's
funny
my
as
dog.
hell.
Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits Fridays, man. Make sure to tap in with us on everything Down to the Wire 513. You see us scrolling at the bottom. Google us. It's the easiest way to find us for all the latest episodes, short clips, mini clips, highlights, all that. Man, to the association, man.
To the association we go, man.
It's not looking good for the future of the association, man.
It's not.
It looks like we're headed towards another lockout. We said it on the show months ago, but now this is just something else that's not looking good for it. The NBA is pursuing upper spending limit in a new agreement with the NBAPA. Basically,
Yeah.
what this is they're just trying to make spending on the level playing field across the league. Instead of you got these teams such as Golden State and Los Angeles Clippers, teams in bigger markets.
Bigger markets basically paying luxury tax. Trying to make it basically like a hard cap instead of being a soft cap. Right now, it's a salary cap, but if you go over it, you can pay a penalty to go over the salary cap to a certain extent to keep certain players in your team, pay them more. They want to make it to where you can't do that anymore. It's where you gotta have to pick between players. Unless the players walk to other teams can sign them. Basically, what they're trying to do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, from a competition standpoint, I mean, I'm with it. I'm not saying. Because really, this I would say like the super team era. I think we're past that. Honestly, now it's just guys. It's just teams developing guys who they drafted and built through. I think the super team is. I think the super team era is over with. Which but that's the point. That's the point too that could work like in the Golden State's favor. Like we didn't go out and sign these guys. We drafted them, built them up, and developed them.
Yeah, that's why I don't think it would be fair for like for a team like Golden State to have to not be able to pay their guys who are worth the money they're getting paid. They have earned these big contracts. Why can't I be the one to give it to him? Why I have to let him go to somebody else's team and I help develop him into to become the player he become? Why can't I, pay a penalty to pay him the money I think he deserves and the money he thinks he deserves? Then the market says he's worth his money. Why can't I pay him that money on this team where he wants to be at if he wants to sign it? So for the teams that are homegrown and even teams like the old OKC Thunder when they had Russ, James Harden, and KD, while those guys get together, they would eventually been in the tax as well. So it's like, teams like LA, teams like LA and Brooklyn, Clippers possibly historically, where these bigger markets where they're trading for these players or they're free agents teaming up. That's kind of fair, but for teams that are developing these players and they're becoming stars, I don't think it's fair.
Yeah, look at the team in Boston. Like I said, so you telling me Boston has to get rid of some of the guys who they drafted and developed? They accumulated all those draft picks because of Brooklyn.
Yep.
They got all the draft picks, drafted these guys, developed them. Now I got it, like you said. Now I got to get rid of them.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's I don't know if I would totally agree with that. I think it's definitely going to be a hold up because also I think it's going to limit players' earning potential as well because I think they're going to be getting less. It's going to be less max deals to be dealt out. I think because of this.
Well, that's good because honestly, bro, like some of these players, bro, getting crazy deals and honestly, they're not worth them. Let's be one.
I agree with that, but hey, if the league is making so much money and that's where the market says he should get paid because revenue splits are so big, that is what it is, man. That's the league getting too big for its own good. You can't get mad, for paying players $80 million when the league is making a streaming amount of revenue. That's what the deal they worked out. The players get paid that amount. They have a pool to pay that amount. They have to get paid that amount. They don't. If the teams don't spend it, they lose it. So I agree with you. I don't think some of these players are worth the money they're getting either. But the league is becoming so popular. It's like the splits are just saying, hey, this is their share of the money, basically. Like I don't know how they're going to look at it, man. Like and if they're going to say, okay, it's going to be a cap on dollars, it's going to be a cap on salaries. Is there going to be a cap on revenue the league can make?
No,
because that's how the salary cap keeps going up. It's because the revenue the league keeps making is going higher and higher and higher. Like I was reading an article earlier, the average salary of an NBA player, I think it was 2013, was like $14 million. Now it's like $25 million, $22 million, something like that this year. At the average salary. So the league is becoming so popular, the revenue splits are becoming so big, these player contracts are becoming way bigger. It's just the natural growth of the game, honestly. So it's not anybody's fault. It's honestly a good thing, but we look at it where they're trying to basically limit these players' money. It seems like now it's going to be tough to kind of do that now.
Well, you already know. But you already know what all this eventually falls up under. They're trying to limit the players' power, like how much power the players have. Because right now we all know it's a players' league. The players run this league right now.
I would agree.
They're trying to get it back to where it's an owners' league and teams. Like I said, the teams. That's all. It's just a power struggle.
Power play. You're right. You're 100% right. It definitely is a power move by the owners. If this goes through, which I think it will to a certain extent, it may not be as hard to try to make it, but it's going to be. I think it's going to be a hard cap eventually. So yeah, I don't know how the players are going to look at this. I'm sure there'll be some exceptions to the rule, but I'm interested to see how these owners, speak to it. Because some of these owners, you don't have to pay the tax. If you don't want to pay the tax, you don't have to do it. You could just not sign a player and let them walk. So most teams do that. they don't pay. They let the player walk, trade the player away. So you can't be mad at teams who want to spend that money because they have the means to do so. You can't mad at teams to do that.
Yeah. So this is, I think, like I said, this is just another addition to the long list of where the NBA and the NBA PA is going to be butting heads and ultimately not reaching agreement, in my opinion, in 2023. So
yeah, I agree.
We shall see. We shall see what happens. And honestly, if they do put this spend limit, I was just thinking in my head, like who would that impact next? Obviously, we know, let's say Golden State, Boston, but a team like Memphis.
Yep.
Like they acquired all these guys through draft, a few through free agency, but now they said we know they're gonna keep Ja, so maybe a guy like just Jaren Jackson, who will they're gonna let him walk because they can't afford to pay him.
Or Desmond Bain,
Right.
What are they gonna do? You gotta look at teams, young teams too, like OKC. They got Shea. They already paid Supermax. Are they gonna pay Josh Giddey Supermax? Are they gonna go out there and pay Chet when he's up to get paid too?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who knows? Now at this point, it's like, ooh,
yeah,
I don't know.
So this is only the beginning. So right, I'm just gonna say enjoy the NBA while we have it.
Yep, because it's probably gonna be a lockout soon. Hate to say it, but yeah, it's not. All signs are to me are leaning towards a lockout. It may not be a long lockout, but it's gonna be a lockout.
Which honestly, as long as we produce another summer like 2011, then I'll deal with that.
I'm with it as well.
I'll deal with that. All right. So we covered the two big headlines. We got a few miscellaneous topics we want to touch on before we let y'all enjoy y'all Sports Experience Friday. We know high school football is in the playoffs right now. First, I just want to start off by saying, man, salute to Emoni Bates. We talked about him a lot when he was going through his legal situation almost a month ago now. We haven't mentioned anything about him. His charges got dropped about 2-3 weeks ago.
I want to say 2-3 weeks ago, the charges got dropped.
So he's cleared of all charges. I know we haven't touched on that. So Emoni, we as fans of yours, we apologize for that, man.
Yeah, shout out to you for getting the charges dropped there and your lawyer, your team, however that worked out, man. Happy he got those charges right. He's back with the team now.
Mm-hmm.
He
played last night, right?
Yeah, he played last night. I think he got 27.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he looked good. So I'm still a big fan of him. Hopefully he can show out enough to still get to the league somehow, man. I hope.
And maybe we say not all fair, but we gonna have to get up to Miami. They in the MAC. I know they had to go to Miami University. It's about a 45-minute drive.
Yeah, you might make that trip.
You might have to make that trip to see Emoni play. We was hoping we could see him last year when at Memphis.
When you see, man, didn't happen.
So let me see. Was January 28th? That's a Saturday.
January 28th. Ooh.
We might, man, down to the wire 513. We might be in the building. Check out our money. So we shall see.
To drive up for sure.
We shall see. Some news that happened, and other basketball news that happened before we got on here. Anthony Davis is going to miss tonight's game, and
I saw that.
and Russell Westbrook, I was planning on talking about him coming off the bench, but now he's going to be inserted back into the starting lineup.
Yeah, now he's probably going to be starting tonight. So, I'd be very interested to see how this goes. I kind of know how it's going to go. It's not all his fault this year, though, man. He can't shoot. We all know he can't shoot. Lakers defense is top 5 in the league. Playing great defense, but as a team, we cannot shoot. Historically, shooting the worst in NBA history right now. We talked about it a little bit Wednesday, but it's bad. Really bad. With or without Russ. Like, Russ didn't play. We play Denver. We didn't look any better. We still missing jumpers, like left and right. So Russ ain't the only problem we have,
Hey, is Smush Parker available? I'm sure he can shoot much better.
I'm cool. I'm cool on him. I'm cool.
I'm sure he could shoot much better than the guys we got on the scene right now. Some other injury news. This is to the NFL. I mean, it's a lot of injury news, but the big one happened right here in the city, man. Jamar Chase out 4 to 6 weeks with a hip.
6 weeks on the IR, man.
What's your thoughts when you first heard that?
Hate to see it. When I first heard it, I said no. Hated to see it, man. Offense is powerful enough, though. We should be able to get along. We got a bye week, I think 2 weeks.
Yep.
So get well soon, Uno.
I will say that there was an injury. This came at I would say the perfect time of this during the season, because like you said, these next if it is just only 4 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, they have very winnable games. They got Cleveland on Monday Night Football. Even without Jamar Chase, it's winnable.
Yeah.
They got New Orleans. They got Carolina next week. Bye week.
Easy dub. Yep.
Bye week, and then you come back and face Pittsburgh after the bye week. That's
payback game. Should be a dub too. So
All games
there are
winnable.
three winnable games that are 4 weeks. That won't by. Hopefully he gets back after that 4th week. If he's healthy. If he's not healthy enough, man, take 2 more weeks and chill, bro.
yeah.
We got Tyler Boyd Higgins. They should be able to carry the load.
Because right now, I mean, at the beginning of the year, we always talk about that Tampa game, but that Tampa game is looking pretty easy right about now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
they need them they just need them for the playoffs. And honestly, the game I will really need them back if I'm the Bengals is the final 2 games, Buffalo and Baltimore.
Yeah, you want back for those 2.
So
Want them back for sure for those 2.
take your time.
Take your time, heal up, come back better than ever.
And there's 2 also 2 more injuries that's out this week. Who's likely to have a bigger impact of not playing this week? Debo out for the Niners, or Zeke out for the Cowboys?
I think Zeke out for the Cowboys is a bigger hit. Nah, I take that back. I'm gonna say Debo for the Niners.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say Debo for Niners because they have the better I won't say better defense, but Pollard, they got Pollard down there in Dallas. He's been there for a while, even though they got Christian McCaffrey and San Fran. He just got there, so I'm gonna lean a little bit more towards Debo being a little bit bigger a factor.
I had to agree. I mean, because obviously, Debo's his real position is wide receiver. So now they just had to focus on Ayuk and Kittle. That makes it a little bit more easier to scheme around that defense.
Yeah.
And honestly, they still got Jimmy G at quarterback. So,
Still a problem.
so I'd agree that Debo's impact will be greater than Zeke's. And then last thing I got this week for me, who you got winning the World Series? Game winning the World Series tonight. Who you like winning the series? Phillies or Astros?
My heart wants to go with the Phillies, man. I want to see Bryce Harper get. I mean, he ain't got one yet, right? I want to see Bryce Harper get one. But I don't watch a lot of baseball, but all the experts in the analytics and the stats I've been looking at telling me that Astros are going to take it. So I think the Astros are going to win it. What they do? Best out of 7, right?
Yep.
I'm going to say 5 games.
That's it. I have no dog in the fight. I just hope for exciting baseball. I wouldn't care if it went 7. I'm pulling for the Astros, but this is only because of the Dusty Baker factor. I want Dusty to finally get that World Series.
I wouldn't mind seeing him going either.
That's really it. Other than that, I could care less about the Astros, but the fact that Dusty Baker is the manager, black man, go ahead and get your World Series, Dusty, and right off into the state. Head into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Because that's the only thing they holding against him.
Yeah,
because he went everywhere and won.
I forgot about that. He gonna get in though, and they gonna win. They should win. Let me say that.
How you like him now, Reds? How you like him now?
Poverty franchise, man.
Oh man, yeah, we're not even about to do.
Bring that with that fucking rabbit hole
on this Sports and Spirits Friday, man. You got anything else, good brother? Before we say good?
I don't. I do want to shout out Coco Gauff. I just saw she re-signed with New Balance. She's the only tennis female athlete with a signature shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Coco Gauff.
Shout out Coco, man. I'll be watching tennis a lot longer now. I was afraid once Serena retired, who I work
with. Yeah. We got somebody set for the next 15, 20 years. She only 18, so we straight.
Let's go, Coco. Let's go. But yeah, other than that, man, shout out to Witho Tigers, man. My game already started, but they got Loveland right now in the first game of the playoffs. So Get this dub. Shout out to Taft. I know they in the playoffs. I forget who they playing, but all this,
I forget they're playing too, but they in the playoffs.
yeah,
So
all
I'm gonna line up.
the inner city school public
Hamilton
school.
made it. Shout out to Hamilton. Hamilton made it. Some other teams, man. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the area that made the playoffs, man. Shout out to those State.
For sure. So with that being said, man, we ain't gonna hold y'all no longer, man. Go enjoy y'all weekend. Be safe. It's Halloween weekend, man. Avoid the weirdos.
Avoid the weirdos, y'all.
Have safe, dressing up, doing whatever y'all doing. For the good brother, Flyman Ran, Josh Doc Evans, who I already know he's out enjoying spirit somewhere.
As always.
We already know that is. The Terran Bland, man. This has been Sports Spirits Friday. Catch y'all next Wednesday for Down to Wire 513. We're back on Wednesday. I know we had Tuesday episode this weekend, but we're back on Wednesday next week. So until then, man, y'all be safe, and we'll catch y'all Wednesday. We out.
Peace.